Are ants stopping your business from supersizing? Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Let's talk about this today. What the heck are ants, and how can they stop us from growing and building and supersizing your business? Depending on what type of business you actually have, ants, the physical ants, the little critters, might be an impactor, but that's not what we're talking about today. We are talking about mental health and well-being, and of course, one of the topics that always comes up for me in that area is automatic negative thoughts, automatic negative things, which are like limiting beliefs, but different, because limiting beliefs, we just think are our beliefs. We don't realize they're limiting us. But ants are even more heinous because they run automatically at a subconscious level in our organization or throughout our culture without us being consciously aware of them. They impact our decision making, they impact our results, they impact our emotional response to things, they impact the possibilities that we'll even allow ourselves to see in our businesses. So I'm going to talk about 5 different categories of automatic negative thoughts. I'm going to ask you to identify today the number 1 to the top 3 that you think are operating in your organization that you've never maybe even thought about before. We usually spend a week on this part of the activity, identifying and observing and recording what's going on in our business. But today we're just going to spend a day on it and try to think of them. And then tomorrow, I'm going to tell you how to kill those ants and knock them out of your business once and for all so that you can grow and build and supersize. So what are some of the categories of ants? What the heck even are ants? Automatic negative thoughts are negative by nature. They're automatically negative. They're focused on the worst case scenario. Do you ever have worst case scenario thinking in your organization? Do you have a person that always plays the devil's advocate in the worst case scenario? That's a positive thing to have, but not if it prevents us from even considering options and ideas that could be the next best thing for our organization to do. They tend to be distorted versions of reality, not founded in fact or reality at all. They're just based on cognitive biases that we have. We all have cognitive biases, and we all create our own reality in our organizations and in our own lives. So we need to be more open and aware and willing to step back and say, okay, let me look at what's actually going on here. Self-awareness is probably one of the best qualities any organization and any individual can have. Impact on our emotions and behaviors. They totally overtake our emotions and behaviors, and they lead to anxiety, stress, procrastination, poor decision making, or no decision making, avoidance. All bad things when we're trying to grow and build and supersize our business. So I'm going to share 5 categories of these to see if you can identify your organization falling into any of these traps. Number 1, all or nothing thinking. Viewing situations as absolute extremes, one way or the other. If I'm not perfect, I'm a failure. If our business makes a customer service mistake, we're going to lose the customers forever. If we say or do the wrong thing, or if we are ourselves, or if we share too much or not enough information, people won't do business with us anymore. All or nothing thinking. Or we have to be authentic and transparent about absolutely everything, even to our detriment. Really? No. We want to share the things that matter to our customers, and some of the other stuff, doesn't matter, and they don't care about it. You're just overwhelming them with information. Overgeneralizations is another category, assuming one negative event defines our entire business. We made a mistake with a supplier selection, and so we'll never be successful. It's the end of the world. We'll never find another supplier. Ridiculous, right? Third category is catastrophizing. I can't even pronounce it today. Expecting disaster in every situation. Now, I will admit with my granddaughters, I don't expect it, but I worry about disaster whenever they're on my watch. Same is true of my business. I worry about things sometimes, and it's thinking there's going to be a catastrophe around the corner in every situation when there just really isn't. The vast majority of things we ever worry about or fear or are concerned about never happen. They never even come close to happening. 4, mind reading, thinking that we know what others think about our business and about our company. We absolutely positively do not know, right? We can guess, but we're probably wrong. It's like guessing what our customers want. All we have to do is ask them, right? Asking them is the most direct route to finding out what they really want. Otherwise, we assume wrong, we make mistakes, we waste time, energy, resources, and money. We are not mind readers, any of us. I tell my family and my granddaughters that a lot because they expect me to know what they want without even them letting me know what they want. I can't read their minds. And then finally, personalization is where we assume that and take blame for things that are outside of our control. We take blame for COVID. We take blame for the economy. We take blame for market share. We take blame for the weather, for heaven's sake. No, we don't get to control any of those things. So anything outside of our control is outside of our control. It's outside of our boundary. And to take responsibility and blame for that is ridiculous. And it's a waste of time and energy and effort. So what are we going to do? Today, I challenge you to identify at least the top number one automatic negative thought that is popping up in your business. And if you just listen to conversations in your business, listen to the conversations in your head, you'll know what's popping up. And it'll fall probably into one of these 5 categories. And that's what we're going to address tomorrow as we kill these ants once and for all. Because if we don't kill them, they're going to kill our business. All right. Any questions about this? Any not understanding what we're doing? It's like identifying our biggest limiting belief, but it's something even worse. It's underlining everything and automatically allowing us to see or not see things in our business. And so we want to make sure that we nip this in the bud. All right. Hit me up if you have questions. Otherwise, I'll be with you tomorrow and we're going to kill those ants. Have an awesome day.